The military-industrial complex of the Russian Federation continues to amaze with its latest samples of high-tech weapons. The current conflict in Ukraine has already shown NATO and the Pentagon the unlimited capabilities of not only the latest Russian hypersonic missiles, but also electronic warfare systems. Moreover, Russia also continues to test in Ukraine its new developments in the field of electromagnetic suppression systems. All this indicates that Moscow has also decided to strengthen its leadership in the creation of the world's first electromagnetic missiles. So, a few days ago, it became known that Russia deployed in Ukraine its latest electromagnetic complex, ALABUGA. Most likely, the Russians decided to start testing this system within the theater of combat operations in real time. And this fact provoked the fury not only of the United States, but also of the NATO leadership. So, in early November, U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken officially stated that Russia should stop testing its electromagnetic weapons in Ukraine, since humanity does not yet know anything about the adverse effects of these systems. Moreover, the U.S. Secretary of State directly accused Moscow of creating inhumane weapons, and that Russia was simply obliged to transfer its latest electromagnetic complex to the United States for subsequent examination. Russia uses loopholes in international law and develops weapons that are not yet banned. Russia has weapons systems that are unacceptable for use. Russia does not have the right to possess such types of weapons, as it radically upsets the balance of forces around the world, Antony Blinken said. At the same time, it is worth noting that NATO chief Jens Stoltenberg became the first high-ranking Western official who publicly spoke about the latest Russian complex ALABUGA. According to him, the Russians have created an electromagnetic weapon that can crucially undermine the balance of forces. And judging by the fact that Western officials have started talking about the latest Russian weapons, despite the aggravated situation in Israel, indicates the seriousness of what is happening. Unfortunately, all information about the exact characteristics of the ALABUGA complex is classified. However, even looking through the available information in open sources, it becomes clear why the West is terrified because of this latest Russian complex. The fact is that the ALABUGA system is an electromagnetic rocket, which during the explosion, creates the effect of an atomic bomb, but at the same time does not pollute the environment and does not kill living beings. When this missile explodes, only enemy electronics are completely burned at a distance of 4-6 kilometers. Thus, after the detonation of this missile at an altitude of 300-400 meters, all enemy military equipment, including combat aircraft, will be disabled in a matter of seconds. Moreover, according to Jens Stoltenberg, this latest Russian complex can also disable the entire underground infrastructure of NATO, including bunkers and underground communication centers at a depth of up to 100-200 meters. According to reports, the Russian military has already conducted a number of successful tests of the ALABUGA electromagnetic complex in Ukraine. The test process taking place in combat conditions has shown the effectiveness of this system. At the moment, the Russians are working on creating a reliable delivery module for this rocket, so that enemy air defense systems would not be able to shoot down this electromagnetic missile outside the affected area. At the same time, many military experts claim that this is just the beginning, and that Russia has other promising military projects that will become public as the escalation in the world increases.